What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for stopping by. Guys, I got a little bit of Last Jedi news here, and I know some people are going to be like, why are they still talking about The Last Jedi? How come they can't get over it? It's been years. Oh my God, grow up already. Yeah, and that's very interesting to me because you know how great movies and great performances and great actors and directors and producers, we're just allowed to adore them for all time. We put up statues to them. We give them stars on the ground that we're supposed to like kneel to and kiss to and all that stuff. We give them lifetime achievement awards for their work. But when someone does something that breaks a franchise, that splits the audience, and then taunts them on social media, we're not supposed to talk about that anymore. We're just supposed to let them fire at will, and the people have no choice. And I've always said throughout the years that this is bigger than Star Wars. I've always said that, and you can see that by the way we are politically these days. It's the same exact thing. We're split down the middle. You have both sides being aggressive towards one another, and one side is just telling the other side just shut up with spitting in each other's faces and all that stuff. And the people mean to do that. They mean to split audiences. So what am I talking about here? Well, I got this article here on comicbook.com, and it says Star Wars Yoda actor calls out The Last Jedi troll. Okay? And what are they talking about here? Well, it says, while it's one thing to dislike a movie for any number of reasons, it's another thing to spend years attempting to directly insult those responsible for creating it. Even with Yoda actor Frank Oz shocked that people would still harass The Last Jedi writer, director, miserable person, Roundhead Johnson about his film on social media. When Oz recently witnessed someone trolling Johnson over something entirely unrelated to Star Wars, Oz called out the fan for harboring an internal darkness, and how the ambitious nature of The Last Jedi, while not for everyone, is a key component in crafting great art. Okay, well, there it is. Frank Oz is drinking that Kool-Aid, man. And he's another one. It's like we've loved Frank Oz for years. He's the voice of Yoda, Grover, all types of stuff and everything. He didn't need to do this, and it's not the first time he's done it either. But going on, it's sad to me that you've harbored this internal darkness for so long about a movie, Oz shared on Twitter. Ryan is a great director, writer, and human being. Please try to understand that writers and directors are not there to fulfill the audience's expectations. Good work breaks expectations. Good work breaks expectations. Okay, so when I go to auto shop, right, and I expect to get my brakes fixed, and he says, I did a great job on that air conditioner. I fixed that air conditioner good. I did some good work. Yeah, but I just went out into the intersection, man. I'm lucky to be alive, you know what I mean? But he did good work, and he definitely subverted my expectations. I might have a broken neck, but hey, man, good job, Let's see here. The exchange started when Johnson shared a post about Netflix often cutting off the credits of a film, with the filmmaker noting that watching the names of those responsible for a film is too important to be obscured by the streaming services you might also like recommendation. This resulted in the troll spewing toxicity at the filmmaker. And the fan, they calling him a troll, the fan says, I'm still not over your awful Star Wars entry that shat all over everything, the comment read. I hope one day someone breaks something you cherish, Ryan, and I hope one day you realize what you did and you apologize every day for the rest of your life. I hope that you feel that amount of pain. All right, look, clearly it sounds like this is someone who's hurt, okay? It's not just, someone who's just there to be mean or whatever, but there's a lot of people who had their heart broken by what happened in The Last Jedi, in the sequel trilogy in general. Not the least of which would be the children, all right? My son in general, specifically. It's like I've told the story many, many times, about how The Last Jedi completely turned him off from Star Wars. He was a Star Wars fan, obviously, since he was about 2 years old, probably even before that, when I used to tell him stories when he was in his mama's womb, and that was heartbreaking to me, and that's the reason why a lot of us talk about this. We're not hateful people. We just hate what the man did. And then we hate the way he went on social media and completely disregarded how the fans felt. He trolled the fans. He called the fans names, and he's the one who set out to split the fandom. So he said he believed in doing that. He did it. He subverted expectations in the absolute worst way. And then we're wrong for talking about what we have loved for decades, so we can't talk about it for a few years and probably more, but we can love it for decades, you know, and that to me is not honest. Okay, far from merely being a negative comment related to the conversation, it was clear that the user was harboring immense vitriol towards Johnson merely for not liking the sequel. This is only the most recent example of Oz defending the film. I love The Last Jedi, Oz shared during a panel at South by Southwest back in 2019. All of the people who don't like this Jedi thing is just horse crap. It's about expectations. The movie didn't fill their expectations, but as filmmakers, we are not here to fulfill people's expectations. All right, well, you know, it says here that Johnson was previously announced to be developing his own trilogy of Star Wars films back in 2017, which we know is not happening. All right, so, you know, like I said before, it is disappointing, you know, when you hear these people who are pretty much Star Wars royalty. You know, you got Frank Oz and, you know, Mark Hamill popping off. He just cannot shut his mouth about his political judgment on everything. It's one thing to have your political beliefs and opinions, but Mark Hamill, it's like, I mean, I don't even want to get into that. I digress, but, you know, we all know what's going on with Mark Hamill, you know. And like I said, it's all mixed in together. You know, it all comes down to denying people their voice, you know, and their right to say what it is that let them down or disappointed them. You know, this person is not a troll. You know, there's no vitriol here. This is someone who has been hurt. You know, like my son, like millions of people, you know, around the world, you know, who have loved Star Wars for years. You know, you just simply can't tell them, all right, you gave us some money now, just shut up and go away. It doesn't work that way. All right, guys. So anyway, you can get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. I mean, this is just, like I said, this is a dark time, you know, for Star Wars fans because we want to believe, we want to hold on, you know, we want to continue to have the experience that we've had. I mean, I don't even see the point in going to conventions and stuff like that if they're not going to give us back the love that we give to them, if they're not going to listen to us and give us the consideration, you know, that you know, we paid into this, you know, and not just with money, we paid into it with love and devotion and imagination, you know, the fan films, the cosplayers and stuff like that. You just can't crap on people this way and think that we're not going to be able to turn around, especially on social media, you know, and make you pay for the things that you said about us and done to us and turned what we love inside out. It doesn't work like that, like I said. So, you know, let me know how you feel about it in the comment section, guys. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter. The link to this article, I'm sure they would love it that I put it there and, you know, drive traffic their way, whatever. But I'm just talking about it, you know. And, you know, my Twitter page, everything's going to be in the description box below. So come give me a follow. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I will see you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.